So today, the African Christian Democratic Party is launching its election manifesto in the Western Cape. That launch will take place in Kells River on the Cape Flats. The party says its slogan for this year is Unite, Build and Grow. ENCA's Ati Mtongana is covering the story for us, and she joins us now live. Ati, what vision does the ACDP have for South Africa?
Well, before we go there, as you may know, that the 2019 general elections are fast approaching in May, and now political parties across the country have been making their voices heard in terms of what exactly they'll be tackling. Today, the ACDP is also launching its election manifesto, and I have with me the Deputy President of the party, Mr. Thring. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. We're seeing your president now is about to take stage and address the people that are here for this election manifesto. What sets your election manifesto different from all other political parties?
Well, Archie, thank you firstly for inviting us. This is a phenomenal experience for the African Christian Democratic Party. We have seen, particularly in the Western Cape, growth that we've never seen before. The ACDP obtained just under 1% in the national elections in 2014, but all of the predictions are showing phenomenal growth. Our last by-election in Bonteheuwel, the ACDP obtained over 20%, 20.5% to be exact, and that sets us on a good footing for 2019. And so certainly we are hopeful. We have identified some 7 giants that as the ACDP we are targeting. It is the giant of unemployment, job creation. It is the giant of the economy and growing the economy. We are looking at our education policy that we certainly want to give impetus to, understanding that in South Africa we have a problem of literacy and numeracy challenges, some of the poorest results in Africa that South Africa is obtaining, and you will be hearing how in our manifesto the ACDP has plans to grow our education base, which is also needed to grow our economic base. Without solid education foundation, the economy will not be able to grow. So within the manifesto, the ACDP is talking about these 2 twins that are absolutely essential to growing the economy and growing jobs within South Africa. So we have some of the other giants that we're looking at is the giant of crime and the giant of corruption, some of the challenges within the health sector, and then the land issue. With regards to the land issue, the ACDP has been very vociferous and very outspoken. We believe that there cannot be land expropriation without compensation. We certainly do not want to cripple the economy. We don't want to see South Africa go the route of Zimbabwe or go the route of some of your South American countries where they've gone with land expropriation without compensation. We want to see the economy grow, and the ACDP puts forward its principles and its ideology as the party that is able to grow the economy and grow the country.
Now, what are the views of the ACDP with regards to some of the events that we've seen? For instance, the rape trial of the alleged pastor, Nigerian pastor Timothy Omotoso. We haven't heard what your views are. We know that your party is founded on biblical principles, but what are your views on some of these events where we've seen pastors, Christian pastors, coming out to be implicated in sexual incidents?
Let me firstly say that within South Africa, some 70 to 80% of the population are Christian. There are hundreds of thousands of churches that are doing phenomenal work. Pastors, apostles, bishops, prophets, who understand the mandate that God gives to them to help the poor, the widows, and the orphans. And sadly, there are a few, like Pastor Timothy, who taint the name of Christianity and the gospel and the mandate that we have to serve the poor and to uplift our communities. The ACDP has consistently said that South Africa is not a lawless country. We have laws that apply, and they apply and ought to apply to everyone without fear, favor, or prejudice, whether you are the president of the country or whether you are the pastor of a church. Let the law of our nation take its course. And so with Pastor Timothy and the others who will break the law, they must face the full might of the law in our country.
All right, thank you so much. The Deputy President of the ACDP here outlining some of its key election manifesto points here in Cape Town ahead of the President's speech right now that is about to take place. We'll leave it here for now. Back to you in studio.
ENCA reporter Atim Tongana live for us in Kales River this morning.